Hello, everybody. This is Coach Derek Mallard. I just wanted to go over the 3 levels of consciousness. We have 3 levels of consciousness. There's the superconscious, and that's where our source is. It comes from our blueprints for our body, the blueprints for our genetic makeup of our DNA. Some people would call it the Akashic Records. It's all the information that there ever was. It's like a library being stored. That's where we get our source from. That's where we get our creativity from. That's where we get our intuition from. The second source of our consciousness is the subconscious, which is ruled by our feelings and everything internal. So everything that we get that's internal, our feelings, everything that we tell ourselves, and the subconscious believes everything. So if you're going to go buy a car and you tell your subconscious, well, it's too expensive, there's too many payments, your subconscious is going to agree with you. It's going to agree with everything that you say. And what your subconscious is there for is that all it cares about is for you to survive. It doesn't understand what the conscious knows everything to be real. It's easier to talk to your subconscious in stories, analogies, and you can't talk sense to your subconscious because it'll agree with everything that you say. So your subconscious stores everything that you've learned in it. Like, when you first start driving a vehicle, you're very conscious of everything that you do, shifting the gears, driving down the road, putting the blinker on, and once you've learned it, it's stored in your subconscious and you go on autopilot. So now when you go for a drive, you'll drive for 20 minutes and say, well, where was I? Did I take the wrong turn? How did I get here so quick? Well, that's because you're on autopilot. Now, your subconscious just wants you to survive. So it will make you do things that you don't want to do. Like if you wanted to change something in your life, and when it comes down to the point of doing something different, and you do what you always do, well, that's your subconscious kicking in because it says you've survived this before. So you can survive it again. And knowing that it can survive it, it keeps doing the things that it knows it can survive. So the conscious part is the ego, the part of us that we're conscious about. And the thing about the conscious is that it can control and command everything in the body. If you tell your body, like, I'm too old, then you're telling yourself that you're too old. And that's how you program your body. If you tell yourself, oh, I'm young enough, I can think like a young person again, you're actually programming your cells to be younger. They did a scientific study on these people that went away to this resort and just had fun, and the only thing they had to do was pretend and act like they were 20 years younger. So they did this, they threw away their canes, they were actually doing things that they wouldn't normally do, that they couldn't physically do. And when they tested the bodies after the end of the 2-week period, they actually found that their bodies were younger. And that's only because we program ourselves, right down to our basic molecules by what we think, what we focus on. and what is real. I mean, our conscious brings in everything on the outside, the five senses, everything that's coming in our eyes, the pictures that we make in our head, because what we're seeing is not out there, it's all inside. So subconscious is feelings, um, conscious is everything on the outside that we get all of our information, and the superconscious is the source where we came from before we were born. And that's how our lives run, that's how we work. And learning about this and being aware of it and becoming conscious of it, we realize we have much more control over our lives than we're led to believe. We can actually become the predominant creator of our lives instead of being, a victim of all the circumstances. It's the same world. It's just our point of view and how we look at it. And when you're going through a midlife crisis, it's because you're telling yourself you're not good enough, you're too old, whatever it is you're telling yourself, and your subconscious agrees with you. It's gonna agree with you totally. If you turn around and tell your subconscious, oh, I'm young, I can do the things I've always been able to do, I have no limitations, it's gonna agree with you. Anyway, so this is Derek Mallard for letting you know the 3 different levels of consciousness. I hope this will help you on your spiritual journey. And tomorrow we'll have some more good, juicy things. Thank you. Have a good day.